So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Here comes Will Shipley on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Man in motion is Smith. Hurts to the air on first down. A dive and a catch. Incredible. So from the 39, they come up on first and 10.
And an Eagle first down.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Moving up second and long.
Second down.
And they will get another play off. We have reached the 2-minute warning. We'll return to Arrowhead after this. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Now Hurts. He'll take a shot down the field. He's got it. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Momentum building here on this drive. They go again, first and 10. They run out of the gun with Barkley. Will be brought down inside the 25. Nick Bolton, the linebacker, there for the stop. It is second and 6.
It's now second and 6 at the Chiefs' 24-yard line.
To throw, Hurts. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's into the end zone. What a response. Mekhi Lemon. Touchdown, Eagles. Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Eagles will tie things up. We are all even at 14. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up
Mahomes now on second down. Out to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Now the Chiefs can call the first of their timeouts. Come to the line now for first down and 10.
First down.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Second and long coming up.
A loss of 11. It's second and 21. At the 40.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. This one, a deep shot for Rice. And that is incomplete.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. And now we'll get a late timeout coming in the waning moments of this second quarter. No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. They're indeed going, and it's Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. Here's Smith to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
28-yard line.
First down throw, Mahomes. He's going to look downfield once again. And that is incomplete.
And you get a sense that in a really tight game like this, it's that one play that's going to tip the scales either way. So they come out swinging for the deep one on that one. They can't quite link up, but keep swinging. Keep generating those chunk plays, because typically in the NFL, chunk plays equal points.
Here's a short throw, caught by Wiley. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
To throw is Mahomes. To the left side in the hands of Rice. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
Brings up second and 5 at the Eagles.
Shotgun run now with Walker. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. It's second down. Mahomes back. The second down throw is incomplete.
And I like this defensive game plan. When you're going against an elite quarterback like this guy, Mike, you have to get bodies in his face. You have to get him around his feet. You have to move him off his spot. Because if he can sit there in rhythm, on time, comfortable in the pocket, he's going to pick you apart. So it doesn't always have to be a sack, but you have to make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Here's Walker. And he's in. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, KC. And Butker on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Chiefs have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead.
Eagles 14.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the goal line. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's first and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's hot. Saquon Barkley. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
To throw is Hurts. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. That is over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Nick Bolton.
The 4th down pass. Intercepted. Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. That's to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Epps.
You know, Mike, we're seeing both these offenses come out here and play a little fast and loose in the passing game. The last 2 throws for each team, both resulting in an interception. Now, don't get me wrong. Neither of these secondaries is going to complain. They'll happily feast on those type of throws the rest of the game. But I get a sense on these next 2 drives.
Saquon Barkley gets to the edge at the 30. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 92 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Wow, one of those breathtaking plays, taking it the distance, going coast to coast. A long run pays off with a touchdown.
And Mike, what looks like a simple handoff, just trying to pick up some yards and get themselves out of the shadow of their own goalpost. He got through the initial wave, and he is gone. He takes it the length of the field for 6.
The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles will even the score. It's now 21-all. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Remigio now on the return. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return.
First and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Mahomes. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Taking off, and he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the 1st down. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
At the 48-yard line.
Here's Mahomes. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. And it'll be 2nd down. Here's Mahomes. He'll go right and find his running back. And he'll get about 8 yards as he's ushered out of bounds. It'll set up 3rd down.
And 2.
And they will not run another play. That'll do it. The end of the 3rd. And now third, they only need 2 yards. Now Mahomes. That's to the right side and incomplete.
So prior to that third down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up fourth down.
That is caught. He gets the hook up with Rice.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Kansas City.
Throwing again, it's Mahomes. Forced to his right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
From the gun, here's the give to Walker. He's trying to push his way forward. There's nowhere to go. They've got him right at the line of scrimmage.
On the tackle. No gain on the play.
On second down, Mahomes. Moving to his right. A throw on the move is caught. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Exiting the pocket right. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's going to have the first down, but we do have a flag on the field, and they are already walking backwards. So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face third and long. Oh, how about the coverage there? Nowhere to go with the football. He just throws it away. It brings up fourth down.
Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw the ball off his back foot. And I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, get enough behind that ball, put that one a little bit more on the money. Yeah, so that's an important kick right there. In a game here late, you go ahead, you send your kicker out there to take the lead, and now all eyes turn to your defense. Can they get out there and get a stop and come away with this win?
He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Here's first and 10. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. It's a pickup of about 3 to the 28-yard line.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here's second down. They'll drop to throw. He finds Smith working across the middle. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Hurts finding Smith, and an eagle. First down.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
Man in motion is Brown. On first down, it's Hurts. He'll get that out to Barkley. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's first and 10. from the shotgun. It's Hurts. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minutes. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
Barkley. And he nearly got free. But as it is, a gain of 6. It sets up third down.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's third down.
Here's Hurts. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15.
It's a gain of 3.
Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second. This is 1st and 10. Now Barkley. Not much. Second and long coming up.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now it's Hurts. That'll be taken in by Barkley. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Third down.
The crowd at Arrowhead roaring. Here's third down. Here's Hurts. He pulls it in around the 5. And the Eagles are looking at a 1st and goal. He takes it all the way down to the 2.
2-yard line.
So this one in the win column for the Chiefs. They proved much the best in this one. Get a solid performance in all 3 phases of the game and ride that to victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious, as we say, so long from Arrow.
Next to some of the northernmost waters of the beautiful Chesapeake Bay, we're at M&T Bank Stadium near Baltimore's Inner Harbor. Up next, it's our main event between the Houston Texans and the Baltimore Ravens. Is out and about ready to send this one away. And we're underway from the bank. Here's Traymon Smith with the return. And he's brought down just beyond their 25-yard line. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Stroud in the air to start us off. Has him on the quick hitter. Good work by this offense as they get about 20 on the play before the defense stops them. And that gives the Texans a first down.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Houston.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. To the air, Stroud. And this is going to be incomplete. They were on him right off the snap, and that hit altered the throw. That brings up 2nd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Stops there, but that gets them the first. A big gain before the defense got to him. Looks like about 22 yards. New set of downs for him from the 31. Here's Stroud now. Has his man, but his man does not have that football. He drops an easy one, Brock. It's 2nd down. All right, partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. Has a man. Oh, the football's loose. And the Ravens make the recovery.
This defense has sure decided that they're going to be the star of the show, at least here from the jump. One series in, they've delivered the first game-changing play, but I am talking about one thunderous collision.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Look at this, very first play, and they're already changing things. First snap, and Lamar's going to throw. Taking a deep shot here. And we all saw it. Flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one. So the pass interference flag sets him up, fresh set of downs. 1st and 10. Here's Lamar. And he will slide down just a little bit shy of getting that first down, but they will avoid the hit. Smart play there, and it's going to set up 2nd and 1 at most.
2nd and a yard at the Texans' 46-yard line.
Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. Forward progress stops. Play winds up going for about 6. That's good for the first down.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Can't connect on the throw to his running back. That's an incomplete pass. Takes him to 2nd down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Working on 2nd down. Lamar. Short pass brought in. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. And no luck. That's incomplete, and that means it is 4th down.
You know, it's fascinating how those routes you run so many times in practice become a whole lot more difficult in the actual game. That was an important 3rd and short to convert. Very surprised to see that play fail.
He's able to hit Flowers. Caught. The early decision to go for it is rewarded. He's got him enough for the first. This drive is going to continue. Well, probably a little closer than they would have preferred it, Brock. But, hey, a good call nonetheless, keeping the offense out there on 4th down.
You know what that was, Kate? That was awareness. Right? An understanding with both the play call, but more importantly, an awareness of the receiver to know exactly where he needed to get the job done.
And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
Baltimore, 1st down. 1st down and goal to go.
Whiteout's getting involved in the ground game. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. All right, still scoreless through one quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. Back to the bank in just a moment. Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They're hoping to convert here on 2nd and goal. Now it's Lamar. Complete Derrick Henry. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
What a difference a play makes. This one not working out in their favor. He's hauled to the ground. Danielle Hunter. And with a big loss there of 10 yards, it is 4th and goal.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Luke knocks it through. And they're able to get 3 points off that turnover.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead. The early momentum with that field goal.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Here's Smith on the return. And in the end, only able to get this up to his 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Texans to the line. 1st and 10. Running it with David Montgomery. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. And goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
2nd down. Here's Stroud. Look is there, but so is a defender. It forces the drop. That's going to bring up 3rd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. But at that defense that's flying around and making the play.
Caught as he works it inside the 40. Keeps on moving into the red zone. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston.
Touchdown, Houston.
That is a touchdown to one of their prime receiving targets.
This is really what you pay your skill guys for. You know, I had an old coordinator say it's my job to get you a one-on-one. It's your job to go out and win it with a touchdown.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Rasheen Ali on the return. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Lamar off the play fake. Passing quick here, but the pass rush fast enough to match it. On and in time to alter that throw, and it falls incomplete. That brings up 2nd down. This snap going to be our last before the 2-minute warning. Throwing on 2nd. Jackson. And we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. More from M&T Bank Stadium coming up. Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing facing fourth down.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
Jackson's going to go on fourth. Escapes the pocket. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You go for it on fourth down. It's got to be something from the short list